livestream.com. Your boy's back and I did it again one more time, guys. What's really good? So yeah, man. Last few days had to take a couple of days off. Decided to take a little quick vacation that I needed. I was kind of sick for the past 2 weeks. I mean, I'm still got a little bit of a cough, but I needed to just like reset so I could come back in and start working super hard. But I just needed that little reset, man. So what's good? What's going on with you guys, man? Right now I'm actually in the park with the kids. Shout out to the kids. They're having a little, corner ice?
I'm making diarrhea right now.
Hey. This kids, yo. I don't know. I don't know whose kid is that. Whose kid is that, huh?
Diarrhea.
Where have you been, man? Miss ya. Yeah, Abe. I've been just grinding, bro. I've been grinding, but I was sick for a couple of freaking almost 2 weeks, man. It's crazy. It's like I had like a flu. I still kind of got a little cough, but it's not as bad as it was before. Bro, like I could barely speak, like for more than 5 minutes without coughing. And you know me, like I need to speak, I need to talk, I need to be in front of a camera, I need to record my courses, my videos, like shit, man. It's crazy. But yeah, man. Now I feel a little bit better. Still got a little cough somewhere in there, but it's not as bad. At least I could talk. And yeah, man. What's going on? Talk to me. I see my boy Brandon's in here. 62 Tech. Sitting here working on this project. He says, I'll be in the meeting tomorrow. Yes. We're going to have an accountability meeting for Sunday. I sent out an email. And yeah, man. What's going on, Rafael? A lot of cool stuff, man. Even though I haven't been able to record, I was able to set up all the outline of the new curriculum for AI automations, which is going to be a new career path on CodingPhase.com. For anybody that is a member of CodingPhase.com, you guys are going to have access to that. Again, right now, if you go to the website, it's $1 a day. I'll make it super affordable for everybody to come in. All the new members, y'all can come in. You get access to the portfolio templates, the resume builder, the job board. We add jobs every single day, jobs that you should be applying to. Depending on the career path that you choose, there's recommendation for jobs for you guys. So it's like we trying to make it very simple for you guys. Dominicans, we need to speak, yes. Damn, Brandon got laid off yesterday. Still positive though. I bought your trading course and I'm interested in any AI courses. Yeah, definitely. Bro, yesterday, oh my God. I had an amazing day trading. Bro, I'll be honest, like a lot of stuff has been happening. Like, my dad passed away, right? And that completely threw me off. And like my mind wasn't there, but I was trading. You can't trade when your mind is not there because you make the wrong decisions. Trading is all psychological. But this week I started feeling much better. I went to that vacation just to like relax a little bit. Took the kids to Great Wolf Lodge. We was in the water park. Like we just got back today. And yeah, man, freaking on Friday, right? On Friday, freaking, I was like, you know what? After I slept in, I had a great time, Great Wolf Lodge. Bro, I got back into the market, man. Amazing day. There was a stock, I believe the name was Rime, R-I-M-E. Bro, that shit went from $1 to $6, bro. I don't even want to say how much I made, bro. I made a lot, bro. Like, a lot, bro. Like, it's nasty. Like, it's crazy because the last whole week, almost 2 weeks, was almost in red, almost every day. I lost like 4 or 5K 4 or 5K back. I mean, not back to back, but like throughout all those days, just because I was trading bad and I was like, I wasn't there. I should have just taken completely off. If you're sick, you just went through some really bad situation, like don't even trade because you're just not there. You need to be mentally there to be able to make the right decisions. And but thank God, bro. Freaking Friday, we made it all back, bro. We made it all back and more, bro. Amazing. I'm telling you guys, this is why when people see me here, like, bro, like I don't know how to explain it, but like I love coding. I love being a developer. I just wish I would have found this shit earlier in my life, man. I think right now I would have made millions and millions and millions of dollars if I would have really gone into trading. Because I used to be one of those people that I'd be like, oh, it's a scam. Oh, you lose money or this and that. It's like, bro, when you know how to use the tools and you know when the right opportunities is in front of you, you can make a really, really good living off trading alone, right? It's very important to have a job, right? Something that makes bread for you so you could, you know, do what you have to do. But then you have some type of side income that's what's gonna build your wealth. For me, trading now is my side income, right? So I have my businesses, that's my main income. Then trading is my side income, which pretty soon I think it might be my main income, to be honest with you. You know, right now, if you guys haven't checked out that trading course that I have, I mean, I'm not here to convince you to do some shit that's good for you or to learn a skill that might change your life. But if you want to, go check it out. If not, I don't care, to be honest. Like, before, it's so crazy because it's like before I used to be like, man, I want to help people. I want to do all this stuff. And I used to be like, I used to lose sleep. People don't understand, like when I'm dedicated to something, like I really like go super hard, right? Nowadays, I'll be honest, like, when I come here to YouTube, I come here because I miss you guys, literally, you know. But I'm not pet to be like, man, I want people to come to CodingPhase. Like, you come if you want to come. If you want to do something good for yourself, you come. If not, it is what it is. Same thing with trading. Like, I'm only here to share what has worked for me. I don't like to gatekeep. I like to go in and make it accessible. Shit that has cost me thousands of dollars to actually learn. I go in, I'm like a Robin Hood. I come back to the hood and I give it out for free, or I give it out basically for peanuts, right? But at the end of the day, like, this is the new Joe, new life, new fucking world, bro. I love this shit because it's so crazy because it takes so long for, like, I give you an example. In one trade, right? On Friday, I made like $6,000 in one trade, one single trade. And I traded that shit multiple times. I traded it with my cash account, which is the one that I use for the course. And then I went into my personal account and traded again. Bro, one trade alone, we made a lot of bread, bro. Now, imagine this. When you work so hard and you bust your ass, like, people don't understand the things that I've been, having to do all these years. I mean, if you go to codingphase.com, there's 90 plus courses, right? Each course might be 10 to 20 hours. Calculate the editing, calculate the preparing, the research. Every freaking course is like, we're talking about mad work, like mad amount of hours that I've had to put in, right? Plus the, thousands of videos that we came on YouTube and created, live streams, all this shit. So I bust my ass for everything that I have. I don't get nothing given to me. And for me to make 10K, I have to work really hard. Now, to go in and be like, yo, 6K in one trade, like, bro, that shit that I wouldn't even think of back in the days. Like, I didn't think it was possible, bro. I always thought this shit was a scam. I always thought, like, this is bullshit, you know what I mean? But it's true, guys. That shit is fucking true. You know what I mean? That, like, if once you learn how to trade, you will lose money in the beginning. That's the thing. You have to understand that because you don't know what you're doing. That's why you got to paper trade. My mistake was I started learning with my real money. Like, you should never do that. And if you decide to do that, it has to be like $10, $20, like something like that. Like, that shit won't hurt you, because if you lose 10%, you lost $1. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fine. But I was going in when I first started trading. I was going in with like $10,000, and I would go in and make 40%, and then I would lose 30%, and then sometimes I will go in into a trade with like $5,000, and I didn't know like limit stops. I didn't know stop loss. Take profit. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know how to use the software. I saw something moving, I buy, and then until I will continue, right? And sometimes I will hold it. Sometimes I will hold it. Like, that shit is fucking crazy to me. There was a stock called Lunar. Look this up, LUNR. In, I think, 2023 or 2024. This thing popped up from $20 all the way to $100. I bought around like 40, $50. It went up and I didn't sell. I was like, oh, this shit's going up. Like a rookie, a fucking beginner, right? It's like, yeah, man, we're going over 100. It goes over 100 and then drops like crazy, right? I go in and I'm like holding. It's like, well, stocks, they tell you, well, you don't lose if you don't sell. That's what fucking beginners will tell you, right? And people will tell you, right? You don't lose money until you sell. So I'm there holding, bro. I'm holding. That shit went from like $50 where I bought in. It went to 100. It came back down, and I'm like, well, this is part of the wave. It's gonna come back up, bro. That shit went to like $8, bro, and I was still holding. And then I sold like a dentine. Guys, play nicely, okay? Yo, Ethan, tell him to stop. Tell him to stop doing that shit. Yeah, this kid, there's always a freaking Tintin kid. Sometimes he taking from his some random kid we don't even know. He taking from his fucking icy, put it into my kid's icy. I swear to God, man. Sometimes I need. Yo, I don't know, bro. I get pissed sometimes, especially with random kids. My kid one time got sick because we went to a park. The kids is picking up freaking, taking water. He had a water gun, taking water from like, it was like a splash pad thing, but getting water from where the sewer was, and he was coming back, spraying my son in the freaking in the face with it. And I'm telling my son, because my son is mad. How can I say the word, right? they're they're not New Yorkers, let's just say. You know what I'm saying? So he don't know how to freaking, in a sense, speak for himself. Like, yo, bro, fuck you doing, right? Type shit. So he's just there, a little Asian kid, right? Shout out to the Asians, but Asians is, y'all too nice to a fault, right? I don't know, bro. So he don't got the Dominican side of me. He's there, like, he say, please stop, please, bro. Punch him in his fucking face, right? So whatever, the kid freaking sprayed him in the face, and I'm telling him, yo, get him away from you and get away from that kid. And the kid's still spraying. Bro, how my son caught like some bacteria on his eye, on both his eyes for like 2 weeks. Like, his eyes was nasty, bro. Like, just freaking pus coming out, all type of nasty shit because of this random fucking kid at a park. But also too is my son's fault, because it's like, yo, speak for yourself. Like, punch him in his fucking face, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. When you're a parent, sometimes you gotta be on top of your kids, and sometimes your kids is not like you, bro. Yeah, because they're too nice. I mean, I'm nice too, but I don't want them to be nice. I want them to be savage. You know what I mean? The kid parent didn't intervene or nothing. Yeah, bro. And it's sometimes it's like, I mean, they're kids. They're thinking water is just water. But I'm seeing the kid getting water from where like the sewer thing is about, like it's a splash pad. So where he's getting the water from, it's where it piles up by the sewer. And then he's coming back spraying all the kids with water. And I'm like, bro. And then my son freaking caught some shit on his eyes. God forbid he would have lost his eyes or something because of a bacteria. So now I gotta be on top of them. Guys, tell your brothers and sisters, if y'all want, y'all could go to the park, go play. Cause then from here we gotta go get Lila some milk, and so go play for a little bit. Yeah, man. So but yeah, going back to trading, like I was saying, like before, like I didn't even know nothing, bro. I didn't know anything about just the indicators, the EMAs. I didn't know how to even get in, get out. I was just like, whoa, everything goes up, you know, like really, really stupid, but with real money. Now, what's crazy about trading is that if you in a hot market, you make money even if you're thinking, even if you don't know how to trade or anything, you'll make money when the market's hot. So for me, I took like $15,000 and I flipped it to 54,000. But because I didn't know how to trade, when the market started going back down, bro, my shit was gone. I ended up with $6,000 in my pocket from 54,000 that I had brought it up. And then that's when I said, I got to go in and really study this. I got to go in and find some real mentors. You know, it cost me thousands to get some of these people to really help me out and, teach me, how to find the right stocks, how to find the right opportunities. And what's crazy though, sometimes I'll be like, I don't know how this guys do it. Because I genuinely, like, when I teach people because I want to help people out. Because I see myself in a lot of you guys and everybody that follows me, right? I'm in the same, if you follow me, it's because you're a similar individual like me, right? So I put myself in your shoes, right? Some of these guys, that's why I don't even mention anybody that has, in a sense, like, I've paid for their mentorship, or I've paid for a meeting, or I paid for consultation. I don't mention none of them because they don't treat people like people. They treat people like business. Like, yo, you coming to me, you know what I could do for you. I need 5,000. I need 10,000, and they don't care. You could be there like, yo, bro, I'm a big fan. Da da da. They don't give a fuck. So for me, that's why I don't even mention none of them or giving them the props, because it's like, nah, we ain't have a cordial relationship. I'm not giving you access to my audience. I'm not teaching. I'm not bringing no business to you because you charge me full price. You ain't look out for me. You just treated me like business. There's a guy that that's solid. He's pretty big in trading. He trades like millions of dollars, right? For me to hop on a call with him, I had to pay him $1,500 just to hop on a call, just to be like, hop on a call, go over my trades, see what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong. $1,500 for 20 minutes. That's why when people come to me and be like, yeah, Joe, you should just do this shit. Bro, I've spent so much money in my education. Like, I could have went to Harvard type shit with the money that I spent. What?
There's like a bathroom in that.
Okay, so go to the bathroom. There's a bathroom. Find your shoes. You know where the bathroom's at? Okay, man, big. He knows how to get to the bathroom. Yeah, man, being a dad, bro. So yeah, some of these guys, like, and I get it, because it's like, if you, in a sense, it's like, if you go in and you giving somebody a shortcut, you really like helping them, and you know what you're gonna get them, like, you should get paid what you're supposed to get paid. But me, I don't know. I don't have that in me. I don't have that shit in me to go in and be like, yo, listen, man, To hop on a call with me, shit, you gotta pay $1,000. I'm not that type of person. Because what happens is that psychologically, right, I put myself in the other person's shoes. I think, what if this person has kids? What if this person it's on their last dime, right? How can I take away from their ends? I should just go in, provide value, and just get paid enough, a decent wage. Some of these guys don't think like that. Their whole shit is like, nah, I need a bag and that's it. And you could be the biggest fan, you could be whatever. They don't answer emails, they don't talk to nobody. It's all transactional. So that's why when I go in and I talk to anybody that has helped me or have helped me elevate, I don't even give them no push or nothing, because they don't treat people like people. They treat people like it's transactional. I don't do that. I can't do that shit. I'm not that type of person. Let me see. How much time do you spend learning per week? I would say 20%. So right now, one of the things that I'm learning is going deeper into advertisement and scaling with AI. So that's the thing that I'm in right now. How do you go in and scale, like let's say your ads, right? And find the right ads, and then using AI to generate, let's say 50, 100 different ads every week. Now, this sounds crazy, but you could do it with AI. There's this new update that Facebook did. It's called Andromeda. And basically what they want is as much content as possible, as much ads as possible to create, so they could then from there find the right audience and the right ad to sell and to push. Now, that's what I'm learning right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always learning, bro. Like, that's my shit. I like to learn. I got you, brother. Go play for a little bit more, because in like 20, 30 minutes, we out. You don't want to?
I don't want any more of that.
Oh, okay, throw it out. Yeah, man. Oh, somebody asked me. Let me see. Somebody asked, what was it? Joe, what wife you get this year? I don't know, bro. I'm gonna go to the store now. I'm gonna get a little something. I mean, I do enough, bro. Like, I already get enough. Like, I'm not this type of person that's, oh, it's Valentine's Day, I gotta stop everything and get a million fucking shit. Nah, bro. I don't even get nothing for Christmas or for my birthday. So I don't need to be going so hard for everybody else. That's my move for 2026, bro. Like, I'm doing the the bare minimum for everybody, bro. Like, my mind, I'm trying to switch, change my mindset. You know, that's what I'm trying to do this year. So, I mean, for wifey, I'm gonna, get her a little something, some balloons, kiss. You know what I'm saying? Something nice. I mean, we just came from vacation. Like, what, I'm supposed to go in and buy more shit? I just spent mad bread in a vacation. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, I don't need to go all out. Sometimes people be doing. Also, too, like, I feel like a lot of times people do this shit for, like, to show off or to do this and that. Like I be seeing, like, on my Instagram feed, like, people buying a bunch of balloons, a bunch of flowers, and a bunch of shit. That's all to fucking show it to people. It's not even for the person. It's more like for social media to be like, whoa, I got my girlfriend, my wife, all of this. I bought my wife a new car. Like, I do that shit all the time. I never post anything. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't even fucking go hard. Today's Valentine's Day. I know it's Valentine's Day because I looked at my calendar. Like, I wasn't even really thinking about it. I don't know. I'm a regular dude, bro. So what's going on? Who's in here live with me? I don't know if the chat froze. I can't see anybody. Let me see. Marcus B says, I'm learning to create AI UGC right now for ecom products. AI has made marketing so much easier. Yes, yes, definitely. There's a lot of people that complain about AI, but I think if you know what you're doing, you can make a lot of money with AI. Right now, it's just it's all about ideas. Like, I always been telling you guys that people don't fucking believe me when I told you that. It's like, yo, there's guys that are super technical and they can't build shit. They can't make a dollar by themselves. Like, there's guys that they look at me and they'll come to this channel and be like, well, this guy probably don't know shit. How to do this and that. He don't know Rust. He don't. I'm like, bro, that's fine. I got ideas. I know how to solve problems. I know exactly what I need to know. I don't learn random shit just to be like, well, I'm flexing on other developers. I don't even live in the world of developers, like in the same mindset. Like, you see how everybody talking about, what's it, open Claude, fucking Claude by this, all that shit's a fucking waste of time to me, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not even paying attention to none of that shit because it's irrelevant, right? There's a million tools with AI, and all these tools are very similar to programming languages, right? Or frameworks. If there is a bunch of frameworks of programming languages being released every day, you don't need to learn every single one. You don't need to learn all the things that that you know that's already out. You just need to learn what you need for your business and for your idea. That's it. Rafael says, Joe, I can't get emails from you for some reason. That's interesting. Maybe you got to go through your settings. Omar Suriel, que lo que, manito? What's going on, bro? Shout out to Omar Suriel, one of the only people that, hit me up personally. When my dad passed away. I mean, and a lot of you guys, commented on the post that I did for my dad. So I appreciate that. A million times. I appreciate it, right? But Omar, Omar's my boy. Omar's like a long lost brother that I have. It's like a cousin that I have somewhere in Ohio. Like, I gotta go visit my guy, man. I gotta link up with him. Every time I got to chill with him, he brings my energy up. I don't know why. I love that kid. He brings my energy up because it's like it's crazy because it's like when I started this YouTube channel, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to be able to find friends, people that were from my same background, that were interested in similar topics and similar things as me. And yeah, and fucking, I've been able to do that. I've found some really cool guys in here that I could consider friends. Cam, my boy Omar, shit, and a bunch of other guys that's been around. Let's do it, bro. We need to do that podcast, man. Tobacco and rum. Yo, you guys are funny, man. I watched one of the podcasts. I'm like, yo, you guys are, you guys are freaking hilarious. Idle Radio says, what's open clause slice diced? I don't even know, bro. I mean, I've looked at it, but I haven't used it. I don't have time to be learning all that shit. Right now, my time is limited. My time is, what do I need for my business? What do I need for me to find out the best trades for the next day, right? What time do I have to go in and create this new curriculums, these new courses? What time do I have to answer emails? And what time do I have to learn new things that will help my businesses grow? That's it. And then the rest of the time is to my kids. Bring them outside, take them to a little vacation, take them to the park, buy them a little toy. Like right now, I bought them some ice cream. They love that shit. And that's it. I don't have time to learn every single thing. I think when you don't have a family, when you by yourself, like, yeah, you got all the time in the world because you ain't got shit to do. Like, there's guys that they don't have a dog to take out to piss. They don't have a girlfriend they could Netflix and chill with. Like they ain't got shit. So at the end of the day, they're they're learning a bunch of skills and using a bunch of tools that in reality is bringing no value to them, but they enjoy it because when you have nothing to do, you gotta find something to do, right? So it is what it is. Once you understand that, that's why I don't feel like imposter syndrome, or I don't feel like, oh, I'm getting left behind because I'm not on top of every AI tool. And it's like, I don't need to learn every AI tool. I need to learn the tools that businesses need, right? And what my business needs. That's it. Because if I start going in and start going through like X and I start looking at all the cool shit that people are building or using, you start going crazy because you start thinking in your head, oh, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not keeping up with the Joneses or this and that. But for me, what I look at things now is like, you know, am I making money? That's it. If I'm making money, I'm doing something right. Is my business growing? Yes. Okay, I'm doing something right. Am I having more time for myself? Am I using the AI tools to automate certain things to allow me to have more time for myself? Yes. So I'm doing the right thing. Do you think shaders and 3D stuff has a future in web development? Yeah, I believe that there is. There's a future in it. I don't think that we're there yet, but I think there's gonna be a space for it. I mean, you look at the games that people could create now for the web. All of those things are, cool things that you could do now on the web. Like before, you couldn't do a lot of the stuff that you could do now. Like now, you could have like a full on like Call of Duty type of game in your browser, right? You could go in and create a bunch of games with, heavy graphics, right? And it runs smooth, especially if you have a good graphic card, because it'll run on your GPU, right? So that's stuff that you couldn't do before. Like the web has moved very, very forward, right? And that's the cool part, because it's like we are web developers. We are in the space of web, right? And a lot of the stuff that we learned 10 years ago is still relevant today. There's certain, how you call it, like certain niches and type of development that you could do it 10 years ago, but now today it's completely different. Like if you learned JavaScript 10 years ago, you still could do JavaScript today, right? And you still find jobs and you still find opportunities, and JavaScript's still moving forward every single day. So it's not a waste of time. Let me see. You prefer human in the loop? What do you mean? Overseeing, managing the AI? That's what you mean? Do you think shit? I already read that. But if you listen to Alex Finn, that's like what he is, full on, automating everything to shit. I don't know who Alex Finn is. Okay? I'll be honest with you. I just don't know who that is. More power to him, but I don't know who he is. But yeah, guys, listen, sun is about to come down, right? So I'm about to start getting ready. I gotta go to the store, go to Publix, buy my baby some milk. That baby drinks so much milk, man. That's the fattest baby I've ever had, yo. My daughter. My daughter's the fattest baby. And it's funny because my other daughter, she was super fat too. And then now she's mad skinny. I don't know what's going on with the metabolism. I need that shit in my life. I lost like 15, 20 pounds and I gained 10. I'm like, damn, I need to get back on my shit. But kids, they get skinny in like freaking in a couple of weeks. He is a huge advocate of open claw agentic. I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna search a video, see maybe who he is. Yeah, bro, it's too much shit going on with a lot of these tools and a lot of this stuff. Like me personally, I just can't keep up with everybody, and that's fine. And right now, like I said, I'm focused on getting a bag. I'm not really trying to like keep up with the Joneses of every single thing that's out there. I'm only paying attention to what companies need and what they're looking for, and then from there, I go in and I pay attention to that. But there's a lot of tools that it just makes no sense. You don't need that shit. Let me see. I don't have working. Max says I don't have working experience. I keep applying for jobs, but I can't find anything. Can you tell me how I can get real commercial experience or replicate real experience with my local projects? So, what I would say is, you know, how do you get experience? I would try to go in and start freelancing. That's a great way to do it. Start freelancing. You have that way to do it, and you have a way of getting to build like your own software as a service or some type of service that solves a problem. So you can then from there go in and explain that in your, you know, in your job interviews, etc. But I know right now it's hard for people to go to certain type of jobs without experience. That's why I'm only sticking to certain things on Codingface. Like right now, you could still be a web administrator. You could still be a content editor, email developer, Shopify developer. You still have opportunities. Like I wouldn't focus as a someone that's has no experience right now. You gotta first get some type of job first doing web development, and then from there think about becoming a software engineer or front end developer, back end developer, full stack, because those positions right now they're not hiring without experience, bro. So, and if they do hire, it's like one in every, 10,000 people. Now you could go in and be like, well, maybe I'll be one of out of 10,000 people, but what if you're not? Then now you're just there wasting time. Now, we know that you need to get experience to get those type of positions, so let's focus on that, right? That's what we try to do on Codingface. I go in and I teach you the skills that companies are hiring for people like yourself that don't have experience, that are beginners, that's trying to get their first job. Like right now, that's your number one goal. How do I get my first job so I could get experience, so I could get the bigger roles? That, if you need help with that, come to Codingface. That's what I do. And I'll look at your portfolio, look at your projects. I'll give you some projects to do. I'll give you the jobs that you should be applying to. I'll help you with the resume that you need to be building, right? And from there, it's just literally a matter of time when you get hired. Now, if you want to come to CodingPhase, links in the description, links on codingphase.com. It's very simple. You go there, it's $1 a day. I know some, you're probably in your head, well, Joe, I'm trying to find a job. Like, I'm trying to make some money, right? How can I pay for something? It's like sometimes in life, you got to invest in yourself, right? That's like, right, somebody coming in and saying, well, I want to go in and open up a taco stand, right? But I don't got the money to open up a taco stand. Guess what? Then you got to do some odd jobs to be able to go in and open up your taco stand, right? And you might still not have enough to buy a whole taco stand, right? Guess what? You're going to have to take a risk. You take a loan so you could open up the taco stand. Same thing with anything that you do in life. You got to take risk. That it could work out, yes. That it can't work out, it could also go that way. So what you want to do is make sure that you go and invest in something that you have seen other people have success in it. And for example, like Codingface, we've been doing this shit for over 8+ years. So anybody that's watching this right now, people that's been here, y'all know what I do. Y'all seen me do this for years. And you've seen the results that we gotten for people for years. There's people in the chat right now that have gotten higher because they came to Codingface. So with the track record, with the price, with the, the services we're gonna provide you, at that point you go in and you say, well, does my $30, right, is that a smart investment for me right now? Yes, because I'm choosing something that has already been proven, that has a track record to help people. It has years. So it's not like you found like a YouTuber, random YouTuber, like a guy who is like, he just started yesterday. He's like, well, he's a junior developer. He's going to teach you how to be a Google developer. Like there was a guy that I just saw the other day on YouTube. He is like, yeah, I'm gonna help you get into Fang. And he's like, yeah, I worked at Google for 6 months. And you already selling a course? You already trying to teach other people? Like, this shit don't make no sense for me. Like, I'll give you an example. Before I even decided to ever show my face on YouTube and talk about code, that was already 6 years in the game, right? And before I even decided to even like teach people, I will go in and give them recommendations of people who I trusted in their courses or their services, and I have already vetted them. And I will say, hey, go check out this guy, go check out this other guy, right? In that way, I will make sure that I will give the right, value, right? And I would just, do all of that. Now I see people that just pop up, what, shit, it's so easy. Let me go and create a course. I could make some videos on YouTube, get some fucking gullible guy. I'm a, random white guy with the comb over and the little glasses and the little plaid shirt and the little nerdy look. People would trust me. I went to Google for 6 months. Dude got hired in the middle of the pandemic when they were hiring everybody. And now he's telling people how he's gonna get you into Fang. It's like, bro, these motherfuckers have no scruples. And then on top of that, charging an arm and a leg. Because it's like, for example, like somebody comes in to tells me, hey, Joe, I want to get a lifetime membership to CodingPhase.com. I give you all the services, all the products. Cool. It's $2,000. And you never have to pay ever again. You get all the courses and everything that we do forever. Right? This guy is like, yo, he got 6 months at Fang, right? And he's like, yo, we'll go in and charge you $1,500. $1,500, right? For one course. A Node.js course, React, and and a couple of like leak code questions that he's gonna help you out. And people will go in and eat that shit up and will sign up. And then you'll be like, when he disappears a year from now, because all you need is 1,000 people to come in and sign up for whatever bullshit you might have, and you made $1 million. Once some of these guys, they make $1 million, that's enough capital to disappear, right? There's a guy, I'm not gonna say his name, right, that got sued for opening up a fake boot camp and this and that, charging people $5,000, $10,000, right? That dude, excuse me, he made so much money, he don't even need to code no more. He don't need to be a developer no more. He don't need to be teaching people. He don't need to help nobody out. He made his bag and he disappeared. Now he got some random AI service, which I looked at it. It kind of looked good. I'll be honest with you, right? But he already got his capital. Sometimes people don't understand like how social media. There's people, and I get it. That's why when I come in here, I'm like, I might be one of the last honest, real dudes in here, because people come in and they get their bag and they disappear. They come in, they swindle people in, get their bag, disappear, and go into another hustle and another hustle and another hustle. I'm the only freaking tinterin that's here trying to fucking do something good, charging crackhead prices and actually getting people results. A lot of these fucking people, they don't even get people results, and they charge thousands of dollars. Like, they don't even have a heart. There was a girl who was talking about she paid like $5,000 for this dude to help her out. She learned the basics, and then she's like, she said that she sold her car. Imagine that. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. If someone tells me I sold my car to be able to buy your course, I wouldn't even be doing this shit. I wouldn't be like, yo, I don't want you signing up. I wouldn't be able to do it. But these fucking guys, like, they have no heart, no soul. Also, too, like, they know they can't be outside. Like, they don't even show up anywhere. Like, right now, I'm over here outside. You know what I mean? Like, you could bump into me at the mall. You could bump into me anywhere. You might see me at a strip club. You might see me anywhere. I might go to New York, might bump into me in Times Square. and I'm the same dude. I keep my head up high because I never took advantage of anybody or scam anybody. I provided value, and I only charge just enough to cover the expenses. But these motherfuckers, they cannot be seen anywhere. They can't go outside. Because it's like, how can you go outside? How can you go to a conference when maybe 10 to 20 people in there, you scammed them? You get what I'm saying? Their last dime, their last money that they had. And some of these guys, they have no scruples. Yeah, man, shit is crazy. Hey, Joe, do you think Rivian think they'll do really good on the R2 release? I don't know. I was looking at Rivian on Friday. It was popping up in my scanners. It seems like it. I haven't looked at the news. I don't know what's going on with the company, but I'm like, it's been a minute since I've seen Rivian like popping up in my scanners. So something is happening with it. On Monday, wait, sorry, Tuesday, because the market's closed on Monday. On Tuesday, pay attention to Rhyme, right? Rhyme, Rime. So that company is like the Anthropic of AI for transportation. So all the transportation stocks, like they dropped on Friday because they basically created some algorithm that makes the logistics 300 to 400% more effective, right? I'm paraphrasing, right? Go look it up. Rime. So that stock went from $1 all the way to $6. Now, if there's still good momentum on it, this stock could go, it's gonna probably drop to like 4 to 5, right? Because once something goes up, it gotta come down, find support, and then find the next leg up, right? But put that in your scanners, put that in your watch list. Because if it drops, it could go to, at least 8 to 10. So that's like doubling your money right there. Again, not financial advice. I'm not here trying to, I'm just giving you, this is what I'm doing on Monday, on Tuesday, because it's Monday's close. I'm going in, I'm waiting on that, and I'm paying attention to that stock. That's when you find those opportunities where, every day you could get a 5%, 2%, 3%, 10%, whatever on the market. But when you find these opportunities that could double your money, you gotta go in, and you don't have to go in with your whole portfolio, but you go in, you say, well, let me throw 10%, because 10% of your portfolio, say you got a $10,000, you throw $1,000, this thing goes in from, let's say from 4 to 8, you just made right there, another $1,000. So now your portfolio continues to grow at a 10% rate. And if you do that multiple times in a month, sky's the limit, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, listen, I'm about to get out of here, guys. I'm going to see you guys later. It's already dark. Got to get these kids out of here. All right, guys, so I'm going to see you guys later. Thank you for hanging out with me. For those of you guys that's interested in learning to code, getting into a job, getting your first job opportunity, come to codingphase.com. It's $1 a day. Take advantage. And I'll be honest, I was thinking about this. I'm like, okay, I might continue having it at $1 a day, or I might just go in and raise the prices, to be honest with you. And the reason that is because even like now, this last month, I went in and I said, okay, we're going to start the year with a very low price to get more people to come in and, and make it more accessible, because the economy is not in the great shape right now. So I want to make it accessible to those that want to get it. But one thing that I realized is I get more sales when things is more expensive. I don't know. You go figure why that is, right? So by me lowering the price, I believe people are thinking like it's not high quality, it's not good quality. So I might go in and, give this another month, 2 months, and go in and say, you know what, fuck it. Let's bring this back to $100. We don't need to have everybody on Codingface. Because if I go in and I put out $1 a day, and some of you guys are still on the fence, like, yeah, man, I don't know, bro. Then at that point, it's like, I can't do nothing for you. You get what I'm saying? I can't do nothing for you. It's like, it's not the price. It's just you don't want to do shit. So at that point, I got to go in and say, then I'm just going to focus on the people that really want to do it and want to take advantage of the services that we provide. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, cheap not equal quality. Yeah, so that's the thing, that's how some people might think, right? So that's why I try to make it. I don't know. I put myself in other people's shoes, bro. You know, that's I think maybe that's my problem a lot of times. Is like maybe I might hire somebody to come in and just run my business for me, like a project manager, where I don't make the big decisions, because I feel like a lot of the times when I make decisions, I do it from the heart, and business doesn't work like that. You can't do shit from the heart. You gotta do shit of what makes business sense. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in here. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna see you guys later. Come to CodingPhase if you want. Take advantage. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Take care.